Yeah, okay, mate. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I must have read the other one too quickly and didn't realize, but let's have a look here at ME. I did notice there, just on a first chart that popped up, there's a bearish 2-week stop on, so obviously it is bearish until we break above that. So if you're looking to, get long, sometimes if it closes like this, sometimes I like to buy just below the stop hunt or watch for a stop hunt of the lows down in there. So that is something to keep an eye on. Now, there's a long way away. There's five days left or whatever that is. I just want to zoom out and get an overall perspective because this is it's an interesting place to be buying because you are down on the lows of the green candle. That can, as long as it's not a total shitcoin with an overhang supply, if they're not supplying too many tokens onto the market, this can often be a good place to buy. But obviously you need to look into the tokenomics to make sure that it doesn't continue to drift lower and lower and lower. Also, I usually do like to see the lows of this large candle taken out. It doesn't always happen, but I prefer, as I talked about in the last video, because this large candle is not taken out, I prefer that this bounce somewhere, take it out for a real bottom before moving back up. That doesn't always have to play out that way. I talked about the same thing in meme actually, because it was kind of a similar setup. A lot of these altcoins kind of have a similar setup anyway. But you don't have to get that. As I said, you can just create a bullish engulfing candle and then continue on higher from there. But near term, as you were looking at, you want to looking for a trade or whatever, but it is good to have the longer term perspective in mind when trying to take the trade. There's a bullish stop hunt here. You want to be bullish above that. That's the monthly. There's a 9-week. So 9-week is filling down here. Yeah, definitely good to be watching the dips down into the 9-week there. Dips down into this 2-week candle will be a fill of the 9-week wick. Okay, so on a new 2-week in 5 days time, if there is dips down into here, that may give the buy point for the next move up. Because see this move here, it's a pretty strong move considering it's kind of engulfing. I know it's a double candle, but it's attempting to take out the previous bar is what I'm saying. But that is you want to see a dip there, and then you want to see it cleanly take out the previous highs here. So yeah, I'll just move down to the weekly. Yeah, the weekly bearish stop hunt, as I mentioned, I like to buy below the weekly stop hunt. It's a bit early to tell yet. I like to watch, don't just buy blindly. I like to watch for another stop hunt down below. Yeah, the 3-day. 3-day looks okay, if there was some sort of wick down, there may still be a trade here. It's still red on the 3-day. There's 2 days left. Something like this might still present an opportunity if this goes into more of a consolidation move before the break up. Now, if you look very carefully, you can see that this large volume here, this is acting as resistance right now. It needs to try and break cleanly above this volume. So let's just have a look at the daily now just to see. Yeah, like you can see there, it is trying. See, a lot of coins, or even like MAME and different coins, are getting this consolidation in here. A lot of other coins got this kind of choppy consolidation before we're getting a break up. At this point, the market being semi-bullish and all that, and green on the 3-month, green on the 6-month, we have to think that this consolidation has a good chance of success, unless Bitcoin truly starts to break down. So yeah, anyway, I think even though it is a bearish weekly stop on because of the bullish market, there is always a possibility we could just break up from here. So I think it's a case that it needs to be watched on a daily basis here as this pattern develops. Dips into here could very well hold, and we may not even take out the lows because this is the weekly low, but dips in here might actually give good buys. Anyway, mate, yeah, I hope it helps, and we'll keep an eye on it.